The following review is going to be on Studio Series 86 Voyager Wreck-Gar. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to do another Studio Series 86 review. This time it is Wreck-Gar. First, as always, we'll take a look at the package. Okay, he's an Autobot Wreck-Gar, even though he's a Junkion. You got the Transformers, the movie from 1986. You got the Transformers logo, Generations. And there is Wreck-Gar with one spinning blade. There's one wheel. And, well, there's the other wheel down there. There's UPC on the bottom. And there is Wreck-Gar. He is a Voyager class, 8609. Here's Wreck-Gar again. And big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. Backdrop included, Junkion Dance Party. Pretty cool. And that's about it. So let's get this guy out of the package and see what we've got. You know what? Let's just open him right now on camera. Why not? Usually I do these off camera, but let's see what we've got. Alright, first things first. Let's see, Studio Series 8609. Transformers the movie. There is the Planet of Junkion. Let's see. We've got the instruction booklet. Nice red and black. Let's see. And just strictly transforming. Nothing new special. And you can keep his tires on his leg, on his arm, and his spinning wheel goes on his back too. And his partner is thrust, which we saw both of these guys at Target, but if you want to get them at Big Boy Toy Store, I got a link in the description below, so just click on that. Also, while we're at it, check out my Facebook page, and I belong to a lot of groups like Transformers Addicts. Check out tformers.com. There's a lot of good stuff there. Like I said, just try Facebook, Twitter. You'll see me. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's see what we've got. Alright, so we've got one wheel, and we've got another wheel. Here's a spinning axe, and then the main Wreck-Gar figure. Alright, we got one clip there. Do you see anything else? Yeah, that's it. Oh, wow. All right. First, we'll take a look at the wheel. And it spins pretty good. It's a spooky wheel. Are they the exact same wheels? Yep. Exact same wheels, which is pretty cool. Here's his little axe, a spinning axe right there. And it spins real nice. And you can see some little detailing on there. It's got little rivets around that, which is pretty neat. And it looks like it's got a peg for storage and a 5mm slot. And we're just going to put Wreck-Gar in the... first we'll take a look at Wreck-Gar. Alright, first impressions. It's pretty cool. Not much of a backpack at all. Let's see. He's got that nice little head. I love the goatee and the beard. Yeah. You got the little... he's got nipple cannons. Which is pretty cool. Let's see, he's red, gray, and brown, and there's a different shade of orange. And these spikes they're not real rubbery, but they do bend a little, but they're a hard rubber. Let's see, there he is along the back. Okay, and articulation, his head goes all the way, 360. He does have a lot of up and down movement. Arm does a whole 360. Oh, he could lean forward, which is pretty cool. And he's got a reverse ab crunch. Let's see, 360 degrees at the waist. Like I said, I just opened up this figure. So we got 90 that way. We got almost 90 back. Let's see, these move up. Oh, we got a ratchet on the legs. Almost 90 with the knee. Foot rocker goes up and down, and the bottom moves. Let's see his arms. He's got 90 degrees, and he's got elbow rotation, and 360 degrees on the fists. So he's pretty cool. Now I'm going to stop right here. So let me play with him for a little while, and we'll do the full review. So stay tuned. And now for some comparisons. First, we're going to bring in Cup with his Energon and Hot Rod. So Ba Weep Grana Weep Nitty Bon. That's that recreate the scene right there. And you can see, I like the scale of that. That's pretty good scale. Wreck-Gar is a little bigger than these two guys. Next, we're going to bring in Voyager Springer. So they're both Voyagers, so they're about the same size. That's good. And then we're going to bring in RC, Blur, and this isn't Studio Series Perceptor, but they were all on Junkion. So that is how all those guys compare. Now, I have Combiner War Ultra Magnus. Whoop. So he's going to be very bigger than Junkion. Magnus is hard to scale with. And then we're going to bring in our Studio Series, Grimlock, and Slag. I don't care if his name's Slug now. So that is those guys. And then we're going to bring in Galvatron. So Galvatron's a leader size, so he should be a little bigger. And then we're going to bring in the Sweeps and Cyclonus, since they all fought on Junkion. And those are all the Studio Series there. And one more picture we'll get with everybody. And I'll post that right after this part. And that's it for the comparisons. Now to transform him, but I want to bring in one more comparison. Now this is the Commander class Rodimus Prime, just the robot figure, so he's about Voyager size. And Wreck-Gar, we need Optimus Prime. We need a Quintesson to rebuild Optimus Prime. Anyway, now to transform Wreck-Gar. Okay, first you gotta do, take off all these goodies. And now I will say this before I get involved. See these legs right here, triangle, square. I've got two left thighs on my figure, because you'll see later on when we go transform him how I figure it out. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold the hands in, straighten the arm out, and turn it this way. Straighten the arm in, straighten that out, and we're going to rotate it. We'll just keep it there for now. Next, we're going to pull this apart. Now, this kind of reminds me of like the Commander class Rodimus Prime. I'm going to pull this out. Now, it helps to put your finger in the glass. Move these out, and we're just going to lift all this up. Push it back, and now we've got to put his head in here. So would you only see the part of his head through the glass. And now we put it like that, and we'll just we got to make sure that is as flat as it can go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold these arms in and rotate these sideways. So what's going to happen is, see this tab right here? It's going to go in there, in that slot right there. So, fold this in. And we're going to tab that side in. And now, before we do the other side, we're going to put this tire on. And then we're going to fold the arm in. Rotate the arm. So there is that tab and slot again. And we're going to put that in there and do the tire, and the front is done. Now I don't think I forgot to mention the nipple cannons. You can move them around right here. They rotate 360 degrees. But anyway, now back to the figure. Now what you want to do is you want to get this whole back area straight. That's going to be the seat. Now, this is when I found out I've got a bad copy. there's this little square right there. When you put the leg in, it locks in. See? Mine wasn't locking in. So, and I noticed here, that's a triangle, this is a square. So, what I did was I actually made a video on this. You can check it out in the description below. I unscrewed the foot, and I took just this foot off. But what it is it's this one orange piece that goes from here to there. Because if I do put it the right way, see now that is correct, how they're both triangles, they both got the square. You can take this off, like I said I did in my video, but you'll have all this gap sticking out. So you might as well just keep it like that if you don't mind the, it's not symmetrical. Back to the review. Okay, so, oh yeah. So that locks in, that locks in. Now you got a slot there that's going to fit in this tab here. So we're just going to bring one of the feet up and snap that in. Take the tire, stick it in there, and then we're going to do the other foot. So as we bring this in, we're going to tab the foot in. And now you're done with Wreck-Gar. And the instructions say you can put this right there. And he is a pretty cool motorcycle. We're going to take a look at the front. You got the clear, like a bluish tint windshield. You've got these little cannons, which, like I said, they rotate a good 360 degrees. You got the wheel there. Now, if you do it tight, it all depends on... The wheel rolls good here, but when you roll it on... See, sometimes when you roll it on a hard surface, it won't rotate. The handlebars, they're on a little swivel, so you could do them like that. Let's see. There. They're on a little swivel, so you can have them. Then it's got a little... You got two little dials here, which is pretty cool. This is the back of Wreck-Gar's head, though, but you could see it's got like a tachometer and a speedometer in there. It's got a few controls there. Those little gas cap, which is pretty cool. You got the saddlebags, they move up. Saddlebags move up, it's pretty cool. There's the engine, you got the little motor, and going along, you get the spikes back here. And this, and you gotta be careful, because right here, if this isn't like that, see the back wheel doesn't turn as good as the front. But if you have that down, it's gonna hit it. So this has to be as flat as possible. So the wheel. And the wheel, the back wheel doesn't run as good as the front. Now, I mean, if you even try loosening here, but I don't think that's the issue. There. And if you want, you come back right down here. Oh, this way. And Hasbro was smart enough to put in two little kickstands. Pretty cool. They look like hydraulic. So, can you use one kickstand? No. Works if you use two kickstands. And there's the two kickstands. And the gun put in the back. And if you wanted, here's a 5mm slot. So you can take another weapon, or you can use a Battle Master, or you can use one of your weaponizers or your fossilizers from the War for Cybertron line. And you can weaponize them here and here. And I think that's about it. Now, I wonder if you can put... Oh, that actually fits in there. I don't know why you would put that there, but it actually does fit in there. And let's see, more details, a little seat. I don't know, that... See, now I wish when he's in robot mode, this sits in here, but it doesn't snap in. So, yeah, that seat might hurt you, but it's still pretty cool. And let's get Rodimus. It works better with Hot Rod, but... There. Well, yeah, he's too big. Later on, we'll have Hot Rod ride Wreck-Gar. And that is Wreck-Gar in his vehicle mode. Pretty neat. I mean, yeah, you could see the foot, how it's here, but you could probably get over it. I mean, he's classic G1. This is G1 Wreck-Gar. Now, I know they're going to make some Junkions, so hopefully they'll be a little different. than Wreck-Gar. Not like the Sweep was a clone of Scourge, but alright, let's compare this guy with some vehicle modes. Okay, for our vehicle to vehicle, we're going to bring in Hot Rod, Cup, and Blur. Some of these are all really deluxes, and Wreck-Gar is a Voyager, so scale-wise, yes, a person wouldn't be able to ride him and ride him inside, but no one said they were Earth motorcycles. Here's a Springer, also a Voyager. And then we're going to bring, Then we're going to bring in our 2 Decepticon Voyagers. So now we've got Cyclonus and Scourge. And then we're going to bring in Galvatron, a leader class, but he's Voyager size. And then we're going to bring, I don't know why I keep taking him out of the picture. Here is our Commander class, Rodimus Prime. And if you want to take just this off, this would be the Voyager equivalent. And that is Wreck-Gar. And will he fit in his display case? You just got to spread it out a little. And there. Now you got it in the display case as a motorcycle. Alright, now to transform this guy back. Now, transform this guy back. First we got to remove the wheels, the weapon, and the wheels. Okay, so first we're going to untab the feet. And we're just going to pull these down. Untab this feet. Now one of them will be locked in. Hear that? See how it locks in? And I'm surprised he's one of the few that doesn't have a heel spur. A lot of times they have, part of the foot will fold out for a heel spur. And now we're done with the top, the bottom of the figure. So now we come to the top. So, what you want to do is these have got, so you want to turn the figure like that. So now you got that tab's going to fit in that slot. It will. Now, remember you peg these in, so we're going to unpeg the arms. And we're going to pull this whole section out. And then what we're going to do is put this section in all the way. And then this, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in like that. And this is going to slide underneath the windshield. So you're just going to have to slide him in. Let's see. It's going to take some. Alright. There. Now that's slid in. Now, for this now, you get a little tab on the arm, and there's a slot back here. So you got to do one side and tab it in. And then the other side, again, you got to tab them in. So both sides are tabbed in. Good. Now we come back here. And it's got a little place for your fingernail to pull the to pull that out. And we're going to pull out the other guy. And that is Wreck-Gar back in his robot mode. And you can tell the spikes go out. Again, notice I'm just going to have to live with this, the asymmetrical of it, unless, like I said, I could have this sticking out, but I'm not going to deal with it. Leave me in a comment below if yours is okay, or if you have 2 left shins too. And these can go on the bottom, on each side. They can go on each arm. There you go, like that. And can they go here? No, and these don't even look like they're blast effect compatible. And in case you're wondering, these are not Bloosh compatible. Not without. They are, but then you stretch them. They don't really fit in. But you don't want to stretch the Bloosh, the blast effects. In case you're wondering. And like I said, the box has them put everything on one side like this. Put this here. And then we got him on his display case. Do you talk TV? We talk TV. And now the news. Don't touch that dial. And like I said, he's very posable. I don't know if I went over posability, but we'll do it again real quick. 90 degrees forward, 90 degrees back. It's got a nice ratchet on the side. Let's see. Knees not quite 90. These rotate at the upper arm. Yeah, I think we did all this already. Rotate there. So that is Wreck-Gar. And if you don't want to carry his weapon does, that's why that thing is there in the back. Remember in vehicle mode, we had it. There you go. Now the news. Don't touch that dial. We'll return right after these messages. Dare to be stupid. All right, and that is Wreck-Gar review. So I hope you like this review. Click on a link below. Leave a comment. Check out Big Bad Toy Store, like I said. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on notifications. We do Transformers. We do Marvel. We do DC characters. Pretty soon we'll have the Advent calendars coming out. And check out my video. It's going to explain if yours is like this too. I go into detail more about this. This piece right here is wrong, because if you turn it around, where now I've got matching thighs, you got that big gap on the outside. So I hope yours is fixed. Mine might be a one-off, but usually if there's one like this, there's a couple. So, all right, Rodimusbill out.